I wanted to show a clip from the Joe Rogan podcast if I could, because this went mega viral. Wow, 19 million views, 168,000 likes. It's getting really bad out here. When I saw this, I thought all the comments would be from people saying this is insane, but a lot of people were agreeing with it, which is absolutely wild.
I'll tell you a good story.
Okay.
I have 3 friends.
He tends to be pissy about copyright, so forgive me for this.
All 3 of them had stage 4 cancer. All 3 of them don't have cancer right now at all.
Oh.
And they had some serious stuff going on.
And what did they take?
Yeah, that's Mel Gibson, by the way, the guy who got canceled for a while because he was really anti-Semitic, but now he's been brought back because people are fine with anti-Semitism.
Jesus. They took some, what you've heard they've taken.
Ivermectin.
Fenbendazole.
Fenbendazole, yeah.
That's
yeah, I'm hearing that a lot.
They drank hydrochloride something or other.
There's studies on that now where people have proven that
they've drinking methylene blue and stuff like that.
Yeah, methylene blue, which was a fabric dye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a textile dye. And now they find out it has profound effects on your mitochondria.
Yep.
Yeah.
This stuff works, man.
There's a lot of stuff that does work, which is very strange because, again, it's profit. When you hear about things that are demonized and that turn out to be effective, you always wonder, well, what is going on here? How is our medical institutions, how have they failed us?
I hope I don't have to say it, but it has not, in fact, been found that you can treat stage 4 cancer by taking ivermectin and fenbendazole and drinking blue fabric dye, methylene blue, or whatever it is. That is not true, to my understanding. I'd be very surprised if that was the case. Shifting my genetic makeup by drinking blue dye? Yeah. Get into the mitochondria. And a lot of the comments down here are agreeing with this. I'll say it again, this literally cured my dog in October from a huge mass on his trachea. They told me to put him to sleep. I went home and started him immediately on ivermectin and fenbendazole. Both of them worked in synergy together. Not only is he completely healed, but he acts like a puppy again. Synergy. Yeah. Mel Gibson's house during this interview.
One belonged to award-winning,
if only he had applied ivermectin and
actor,
fenbendazole to
Mel Gibson. And Mel joins me by phone right now. Mel,
and methylene
I'm so
blue.
Sorry to be talking to you.
The methylene blue would counter the fire red. Was the house vaxxed? It may well have been, which would have weakened the foundation. Yeah, where is the colloidal silver? Wildfires can't melt colloidal silver. I'd argue it's more a matter of anything can kill cancer. It's just a matter of whether or not it kills the person too. Yeah, cancer isn't a bacteria. It's just your cells that aren't agreeing with the rest of your body anymore and are growing out of control. You can kill cancer super easily. You can like set it on fire or whatever. The problem, you have to keep the rest of you alive, and that gets down to the cellular level. That's the tough part. That's what we do chemo for. I mean, you could kill cancer with bleach. You also kill you with bleach. Yeah, a handgun will kill cancer. Like you're...
Because they turn out to be effective. You always wonder, well, what is going on here? How is our medical institutions, how have they failed us so that things that do cure you are not promoted because they're not profitable?
This is how you weaponize misinformed populism, where the idea that, so right now, the next presidential administration is, to put it charitably, vaccine skeptical. RFK Jr. and his lawyer have both petitioned for the banning of vaccines or the descheduling of them, making them no longer on the vaccine scheduling program, which means that you could buy them privately for a great cost if you could get them at all. These things work. What Joe Rogan and Mel Gibson are doing right here, I want to be clear about it, okay? They know they're lying. They're fully aware of the fact that they're lying. Never forget that during the height of the COVID pandemic, Joe Rogan was making fun of people for wearing masks, saying that people were sheep for socially distancing, saying ivermectin fixed everything. Meanwhile, he was having his assistants sterilize his entire setup in between every guest.
This stuff works, man.
There's a lot
of stuff. It played again. They love to do that. It's like anti-corporatism without class consciousness. They're not even anti-corporate. They're just lying. Methylene blue has been used as an actual chemo drug, unlike the other stuff. It was in Breaking Bad, if you remember. Yeah, you can get that applied if you get chemo, like at a hospital. Ivermectin, the anti-fungal, the anti, tapeworm or whatever. I don't get how curing cancer isn't profitable. Insulin's super cheap to produce, but you can upcharge like crazy because people die. Yeah, anti-parasitic, thank you, the dewormer, yeah. We just can't cure cancer. It's just not something we can do right now. Curing cancer is really difficult. Sometimes people with cancer can be cured, but it's kind of a crapshoot, you know? Like, it's not easy. It's very, very difficult. Cancer's like 1,000 different diseases. For every different type of cancer, you have to treat it in a different way because there's no like one-stop shop for ridding cancer cells from your body. We keep getting better at it though? Yes, we do. No thanks to people like this. We're entering a very dark age, guys. This is one of the most watched pieces of media on earth. The Joe Rogan Experience. And this is what we're getting from it, you know? Now, he lied about ivermectin during the height of COVID because that ended up getting him a massive audience. COVID led to a ton of people going far right with their conspiracism. That's why Jimmy Dore stopped pretending to be left-leaning and just exclusively made like COVID content from that point forward. If we're starting to do this with cancer too, like we're going to be knocking holes in people's head to let the pressure out to relieve headaches sometime soon. I'm sorry, I can't talk very well. It's really, really grim. The recent drone shit showed how bad it's getting. Oh, you mean how there were planes flying over New Jersey and people like there were multiple days of news of people having to have it explained to them that they were planes and not UFOs or secret drones? The Iranian mothership, yeah. People thought the fog was nanobots. Remember that trend for a little bit where people were taking underripe food they had bought from a supermarket and trying to like peel it apart and it looked weird and rubbery because it was underripe and they were like, what is this plastic food corporations are selling to us? All of those people were lying, or at the very least most of them were. These are not accidents of people's imaginations. They are influencers who deliberately lie because it gets them attention and viewership and in many cases money. Like, we have to move beyond the like stochastic peasant brain explanation when people like Joe Rogan and Mel Gibson are pushing for shit like this. This is all deliberate. It's not an accident. It's entirely a grift economy, yeah. The only way to make money nowadays is to be a fucking grifter, it seems. Like if you want to make big money, you grift the stock market. You lie to investors. If you want to grift small money, you become like a conservative influencer. Holy shit, even Google AI agrees. I trust it. They can't hide it anymore. There are a lot of doubt about your claim. Even Grok calls you out on your claim. Are you able to back this story up with evidence in any way? Oh, wow. Maybe there's some evidence I'm unaware of. Ivermectin and fenbendazole cancer research. A recent study published in a scientific journal on September 19, 2024 explored the combined use of ivermectin, fenbendazole, and mebendazole and fenbendazole in cancer treatment. The research, detailed at AMG News and shared by fennembazolehelp.org, presented a novel protocol that has been peer-reviewed. The study focused on the first ever combined protocol of these three anti-parasitic drugs and provides compelling evidence this combination could offer new hope for patients. This is an AI summary, I assume. Here, I'll take a look. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this breakthrough new cancer treatment, like the way we hear about it, is via Joe Rogan and Mel Gibson talking about it, you know? Rather than like the news. You know how mainstream news is. What's the date on this? This is from March 12th, 2024. What about the September 19th one? Research? International Healing and Wellness MD. I don't really trust that name, but okay. Show potential to modulate cancer pathways and support the body's natural healing mechanisms. Oh boy. Yep, that sounds like something from from internalhealingandwellnessmd.com. Key findings in the study. Immune system modulation, cellular repair, anti-cancer activity. Read the full study here. Oh, please. Journal of Orthomolecular Medicine. Everyone I know in healthcare is absolutely terrified by the rise of alt medicine and pseudoscience. Well, on the plus side, you can absolutely mog the people that you know by just following regular medicine, because everyone else is going to be like injecting bleach into their eyeballs when they get glaucoma. And you're going to be like, what if I don't? And you're going to live longer, you know? Yeah, you're going to be alive mogging them with your non-jaundiced skin. Is living longer a real upside at this point? True. Do we still make summaries in this country? Here, I'll just read the abstract. The mitochondrial stem cell connection, MSCC theory, suggests that cancer originates from chronic oxidative oxidative phosphorylation insufficiency in stem cells. This OXPHOS insufficiently leads to formation of cancer stem cells and abnormal energy metabolism, ultimately resulting in malignancy. How valid is that theory? MSCC cancer theory. You can't trust this? We're getting to that. I Googled MSCC and I'm getting malignant spinal cord compression. Guess people are competing over this acronym. I Googled it and one of the top results is the article we're already looking at. I suppose this isn't a very well regarded theory. The first sentence shows the acronym. You mean the thing that I highlighted right here? Oxford's abnormal metabolism is the concept of two well-established theories, the cancer stem cell theory and the metabolic theory. Drawing on these studies, manuscript to hybrid orthomolecular protocol targeting the MSCC. The protocol has 7 therapeutic remedies consisting of orthomolecules, drugs, additional therapies. The aim of this hybrid orthomolecular protocol is to achieve additional and synergistic effects to enhance OXPHOS, primary cancer cells, glucose, glutamine. Could be a potential therapeutic approach for cancer treatment. Okay, so there's not even... So yeah, this is a review article. It's not even a research article. It's nothing. They don't even... They have no... They're just describing a bunch of fasting. Okay, they're literally just describing every possible thing that could have an effect. No research. The journal is Self is for alt medicine. Orthomolecular medicine is a form of alternative medicine that claims to maintain human health through nutritional supplementation. It is rejected by evidence-based medicine, and that is the name of the journal that we are looking at. Journal of Orthomolecular Medicine. Gotcha. Okay, well, this all sounds pretty much what I expected. You know what's good when they say could be? Like an academic speak, could be means, and we got no fucking clue. This also means, by the way, again, like, so this is what someone earlier said, Mel Gibson is crazy, and I think that's true, but what he's doing here is actively lying. So he said he had 3 friends with stage 4 cancer, an unlikely beginning. Really? 3 with stage 4? I mean, okay, it's not impossible. You can have a lot of friends as a famous person, but okay. And then all 3 of them took these drugs. Well, by the way, perfectly set up by Mel. Joe Rogan's like, what did they take? You know? I was able to clean my kitchen, living room, and garage in just an hour with this brand new tool I got. Really? What's the tool? And then they take this medicine that Joe Rogan's hearing a lot about. Joe Rogan's hearing a lot about this medicine, and apparently the research that backs up the efficacy of this medicine is from like 3 months ago and doesn't even have any clinical trials to refer to. This is an advertisement being done probably because they're getting kickbacks from alt medicine grifters that are going to be selling this shit in pill form for like $100 a bottle online to give false hope to people with terminal cancer. Yeah, it's the exact same script that you get from shitty sponsorships, 100%. Like, don't buy into the belief. Never assume any of this is authentic. Now that we know what we know, listen to how they talk about this.
I'll tell you a good story.
A good story.
Okay.
I have 3 friends. All 3 of them had stage 4 cancer.
Convenient.
All 3 of them don't have cancer right now at
all. All three. An experimental stage 4 cancer. You're on death's door. And all 3 of them went into remission or were cured. A miracle. You haven't heard of it. I'm not going to name the friends, by the way. 100% success rate. And I was able to do it all with this new miracle medicine. Wow, what miracle medicine?
And they had some serious stuff going on.
And what did they take?
Jesus. They took some, what you've heard they've taken.
Ivermectin.
Fenbendazole.
Fenbendazole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing that
He's not even lying. Well, great acting. I mean, it's Mel Gibson. Seen Passion of the Christ?
a lot.
They drank hydrochloride something or other.
There's studies on that now where people have proven that
people drinking methylene blue and stuff.
See, again, this isn't just them being quacks. It is a pre-scripted, designed effort to further conspiracism within their audience, which benefits them because the more conspiratorial and stupid your audience is, the more they continue to tune in for you providing that content. And two, probably just to benefit from the kickbacks and promotion they're engaging in. Yeah, literal snake oil salesman here. Mel Gibson didn't even say what they took. It was just a setup for Joe Rogan to say something. Yeah, because Joe Rogan is the one with the consistent audience here, you know? Mel Gibson's just here to, like, offer the pitch, you know? Joe Rogan is the one who benefits from the reinforcement of this conspiracism. You all get me, right?
Yeah, methylene blue, which was a fabric dye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a textile dye. And now they find out it has profound effects on your mitochondria.
Yep.
Yeah.
This stuff works, man.
There's a lot of stuff that does work, which is very strange because, again, it's profit. When you hear about things that are...
No investigation of the details on the claim that 3 people with stage 4 cancer had their cancer cured, by the way. That would be, you know, that's a miracle, right? 3 people with stage... You know what stage 4 cancer is, right? 3 people had it cured? That's insane. You might as well be saying a person's limb regrew at that point. No investigation of the claim. No, how did it take? How long did it take? What scheduling were they on? Just a completely set up pitch. This is so gross. You know, people are going to die as a result of this. Yep. They're killing people. Like any snake oil salesman, they're killing people on purpose. Now I'm not anti. I mean, maybe there's some virtue to this medicine, but you could say that about anything. And saying something kills cancer doesn't mean anything because, again, cancer is just cells. You can kill cancer with anything. You could kill cancer with a baseball bat. The same way you could kill regular skin or muscle cells if you hit it hard enough. Yeah, Windex kills cancer. Like you can do that with anything. Like that doesn't on its own. Like the clinical trials would need to bear that out, and that would take years and years. I know quite a few people here in the South that threw away chances at living from cancer because of alternative medicine. One was my friend's mom. It was really sad. Yeah. And they're killing people knowingly. They know it. They know it. They want to kill people because it furthers their audience. Joe Rogan's already wealthier than God, but it doesn't matter. He's a paid right-wing plant. He helped throw Donald Trump into the White House. He knows who he is and who he's around. Also, Steve Jobs. The difference with Steve Jobs is that that was before the modern grift economy. If Steve Jobs had run his whole gamut today, he would have been on Joe Rogan selling his plan. Steve Jobs was a piece of shit. The only difference was he was an actual quack rather than a liar. Well, wait, sorry, I should say he was a liar. He was an actual quack rather than pretending to be one. People like Joe Rogan, if Joe Rogan got cancer, what do you think he'd do? Do you think he'd go with whatever the ivermectin? No, of course not. He would get cancer treatment. Regular cancer treatment. Steve Jobs actually believed this bullshit, and he died because of it. But in the modern grift economy, I guarantee you he would be just like Zuckerberg. He'd be just like any of these assholes. He would say he took the alt stuff, though. Yep. If Joe Rogan got cancer, he would go and get the best medical treatment available from the best medical professionals available, and he would say the whole time, I've been taking a tube of ivermectin a day, and it's been really helping. Look up Dr. William Mackus. He has many testimonials on his Twitter on the success of this treatment for cancer. Why hasn't he published a paper? He has many Twitter posts, testimonials. It's so grim, man. Oh, I found his Twitter. Wow! His very top post is a pinned link to the exact Mel Gibson, Joe Rogan thing we're looking at. 52K likes. I believe I treated one of Mel Gibson's friends he described in this clip. Ivermectin and fenbendazole treatments for cancer are going mainstream. Big Pharma's not happy. I believe you. I believe that one of these 3 unnamed friends who miraculously went from stage 4 cancer to not having cancer, I believe that you treated one of them. For sure. Martin Shkreli correctly says, total nonsense, completely insane. And he replies, how many cancer patients have you treated? Thinking emoji. I trust this man with my life. How's Martin Shkreli the correct one? He often is. Because he's like a immoral, like big brain tech grift guy. Like he mostly just wants to like epically dunk on people online these days, you know? It's like a low bar. New article, ivermectin topical cream testimonial. 88-year-old Alberta farmer with ear cancer has 4 tubes of ivermectin paste sent to him by his son. More and more topical ivermectin testimonials coming in. 88-year-old farmer in Alberta was diagnosed with skin cancer on the surface of the ear. His son sent him 4 tubes of ivermectin paste. He called this morning to report that after a month, he has used 3 tubes and applied 3 times a day. The cancer's cleared up. Oh, yeah. Cancer cleared up. This should be considered manslaughter or murder. Yeah, I agree, 100%. There's a good chance he was on normal cancer treatments and pretended this helped. Oh, sure, yeah, that's like their favorite grift, assuming this person even exists. What's the evidence for this person existing? A Substack article from Dr. William Mackis himself. The front of the article being an ivermectin cream tube, the very necessary for like a medical Substack, to open with a gigantic display of brand name ivermectin. Wonder what his financial relationship is to that company. And then, whoa, a screenshot of an email. So no actual evidence then, no medical records. Literally, like, here is an email that I sent to myself. I have removed any. Slovakia here too? All right, I think this is real. I believe this. Oh, what a coincidence, man. In this email, he's talking about getting the Fauci ouchie. He was vaccinated to the tune of 2 shots after he caught COVID in Edmonton around 2021. Tried to warn him. Ah, what a coincidence, man. This, no evidence of their existence person in the one email that's being cited for their existence. They also just happened to talk about how the COVID vaccine is bad. Totally relevant to ivermectin being used for ear cancer, you know? So many people are going to die because of stuff like this. This guy isn't even like a fake doctor. He's a full-on MD. He just chooses to grift and lie for money. Yeah. I treated one of Mel Gibson's friends with ivermectin and fenbendazole. I'm glad he's shining a light on the cancer successes of repurposed drugs. We must insist on having ivermectin, fenbendazole, and mebendazole made available over-the-counter to every American. Flexing emoji. Retweet to your own page. So now he is sure he treated one of Mel Gibson's friends. Just a normal thing for a doctor to say, by the way. There's an unknown person with stage 4 cancer. You'd think there'd be some news about this, maybe like some publications of people coming forward to say, I had stage 4 cancer. But like, we already know that this is, like, these are all lies. So, yeah. New article, ivermectin testimonial. 94-year-old man with 94 with T-cell lymphoma mass on his foot that was breaking through the skin and bleeding. Doctor convinces dad to take ivermectin. Mass almost disappears. Okay, if we open up the email, do you think it's going to mention COVID shots this time in the fake email? From golf ball sized to smaller than pea-sized. Even a small dose of 12 milligrams of ivermectin once a day for 5 months. That's crazy. Anti-parasites somehow choking out the resources to the cancer cells without doing so to the regular cells from topical cream application. That's crazy. Oh, here we have the testimonial. Wow, with another big ivermectin image at the front as well. That's crazy. Let's see. Gross fake medical details from an email that he sent to himself. Throw the progress even the lowest. Look forward to sharing with you the results of my husband's PSA declining. Thank you for everything you're doing to help people around the world. Have a blessed day. That's nice. The last line of his tweet mentions vaccines. Oh, yeah, you're right. Heck, it should be free the way contaminated mRNA injections were. Thinking emoji. Death cult, I love death cult. Breaking news. Alberta Health Services CEO Athana Mensilopoulos, is that a Greek name? Who threatened my family and filed a vicious court application to have me imprisoned for 83 days, has been fired by Premier Daniel Smith's government. Darn. New ivermectin and fenbendazole testimonial. Crazy. We're getting like 1 testimonial a day from this guy. Stage 4 lung cancer patient in India with metastases to brain, liver, and bones. Do you think they like inhaled the ivermectin? You know, to get to the lung because it's topical. An international story you're going to love with metastases everywhere, including brain, liver, and bones. If you're going to lie like this, man, why not like go even further? Why not say the ivermectin literally brought them back to life? Are you fucking kidding me? Stage 4 lung cancer, metastases in the brain, liver, and bones. Sure, why? Yeah, why not, man? And it can make you fly. It'll make your dick bigger. Why not? They'll believe it anyway. Anyone who believes this would believe that. This ivermectin lowered my taxes. Oh, here we got linking to Trump and Elon. Crazy coincidence. Why do they want everyone dead? Because it makes them money. That's it. They don't care how many people they kill, and they know they're killing them. The main thing I want to dispel is the liberal delusion that any of this is being done out of sincere confusion or ignorance on the part of people doing it. It's very important to understand at every level, all of these people, they just want you dead and don't care. It's just snake oil salesmen. They've always been like that. Snake oil salesmen back in like 150 years ago in the Wild West or whatever, they also knew their tinctures didn't do shit. Imagine if President Trump or Elon Musk found out that Premier Smith, who was attending the inauguration, is trying to imprison a doctor. Trump didn't sound very impressed with Canada's conservative leaders say at the press conference. Did everyone notice? Not impressed at all. Okay, so we have a testimonial for a medical miracle, but at the bottom here, he's like, by the way, let's talk about me. Okay, here again, we're opening our Substack article on a medical miracle that would stump all of modern science with screenshots of ivermectin. Oh, he has a paid Substack? Well, there's where the money's coming from, I suppose. Or at least part of it. Sir, my father has been diagnosed with stage 4 lung adenocarcinoma, metastasized to brain, liver, and bone. I'm giving him ivermectin 12 milligrams BD 5 days on, 2 days off since 1 month, and fenbendazole 222 milligrams BD 4 days on, 3 days off. Doctors have given some months to live. What should I ideal dose for ivermectin, or what should I do? Sir, I can't afford subscription of Substack or your consultation because in India, $1 equals 78 rubles. This is more than my income. I reached you by the Twitter posts. Can you guide me on this email for right doses and protocols? Please, sir. Stage 4 lung cancer, give ivermectin at least 1 milligram per kilogram per day. So if he's 60 kilograms, it'd be 60 milligrams per day. If he tolerates it, push to 90 milligrams. Fenbendazole also push to 444 per day. And if liver function is okay, 88 milligrams per day. Oh, he is cured. This is Adarsh from India. My father was diagnosed with 1 billion cancer. In PET scan of 27 November, complete metabolic resolution of liver and bone is shown. Decrease in the size and number of mediastinal lymph nodes. Decrease in size of brain mets. Decrease in lung lesion. Thank you. I will inform you with reports when it gets cleared from body. I believe this. This shit's heartbreaking. Like, genuinely, this guy's desperately... Well, this guy's fake. Pissy's blow. This person, he's emailing himself. I'm sure there are lots of people who are emailing him, but he would only show stuff like this that's fake. Because ivermectin doesn't cure cancer. This is Nigerian prince level of scamming. Yeah, we used to think it was like the boomers who were super vulnerable to this, but a lot of the people falling for this are like Gen Xers, you know? People in their 40s and 50s and stuff. I'm sorry, I just find these really grimly entertaining in a kind of you have to laugh or you're gonna cry sort of way. Got another big paid article with pictures of ivermectin right in the front. In front of the zinc, you know? Before you're shooting fat loads, you got to make sure you're ivermectined up. A 40-year-old California man with stage 4 lung cancer. Wow. Post 3 Pfizer COVID-19 vaccines, turbo cancer. Me when I'm an actual licensed medical doctor. Yo, his writing is this his cancer is this turbo? 3 Pfizer vaccines? Bro got turbo cancer. Question mark. I'm not reading all this. I do really like how the 2 emails that are from the same person, I think, are different fonts. That's really good. So is he not even faking these by sending emails to himself? Is he literally like opening up MS Paint and typing these out? These are different fonts. These are meant to be from the same person, right? Friend of mine told me about your cancel consultations. I'll send back the consent form. Dear Dr. Makis, hope you're doing well. Thank you for the bend. Yeah, it's from the same person. Maybe having the super cancer cured shifted his neurons. He changed like the default font settings for his Yahoo email. It also cures your fonts. Yeah. Turbo cancer. ESPN employee dead at 41. How many Pfizer vaccines did he get? COVID-19 mRNA vaccines cause aggressive cancers called turbo cancer. All of these are getting a lot of attention, by the way. Not this one, but a lot of his posts have like 10,000 or more likes. A friend of mine and his wife were vaxxed. The wife got sick shortly after and was so quite often for 6 months after the shot. She went to the hospital and had stage 4 lung cancer and 18-inch blood clots in her legs. She was walking around with like the Astro Boy red boot-looking calves. First thing the doctors asked her was, did she have the vaccine? I believe you. Because they had seen these as cases of turbo cancers in the vaccinated. Is there seriously no community note? How do you community note this? The only thing that you could do to deal with this is arrest this man for manslaughter and medical malpractice. And ban everything, which they should do. And in a good society, yeah. Dr. William Makis has diagnosed 20,000 cases of cancer. That's crazy. 20,000 cases? Diagnosed? How long has he been on this? He doesn't look that old. That's like one a day for... No, more than one a day. Just always diagnosing, not even follow-up care? Bro got the Diddy stare. Well, you know what they say about these people, right? These grifters. Oh, sorry. This is another Substack article. I thought it was like an actual article for a second. Crazy, man. If you Google him, you don't even get a bunch of information on him being a murderous grifter. He's a radiologist, an award-winning medical author. He's on Google Scholar, ResearchGate, Amazon Music, because of the podcast, presumably. IMDb. William Mackis, MD, is turbo cancer Big Pharma's new cash cow? Podcast episode 2024 at the Hearts of Oak podcast. LinkedIn, Apple. I don't see any like articles on him from the mainstream talking about this. He doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. Or does he? No, he doesn't. I can't find anything. In fact, a lot of the results on him are just from the past, like, month or two. Well, it's crazy how much worse the world has gotten in the past 5 years, huh?